evening. We were here Friday evening, Saturday evening, warning you, reminding you that those guys with the badges are out in force on the weekends, and it will behoove you to know our 25-word script. It's known as the script, and we've been pushing it along social media for just about 9 years, almost 10 years now. And it's 25 simple words. I got it right here on one of our special shirts. Boom. Why did you pull me over? I'm not discussing my day. Am I being detained or am I free to go? If detained, you must say, I invoke the fifth, and then you, can't say it here because I don't want to get busted by YouTube, but you keep quiet. You keep your mouth shut. You shut up. And you never consent to searches, and you always film. Always film them. We do the script challenge live on our special Zoom meeting every Friday, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And we really did it heavily on our other social media platforms during the pandemic. But because of all the rules and regulations and things we can't say and the things we can't talk about, we moved it to a special Zoom. And by putting in your email address, if you go to our profile and hit the beacons link, it'll bring you up. Put in your email address, subscribe to it. You'll get the notifications, but more importantly, it'll say the script challenge. Hit that. There's a Zoom link there. Save it, because it's the same Zoom link every single Friday. And if you're just joining us, I'm talking about the script challenge. It's our game show where we teach you the 25-word script based on your 4th, 5th, and 6th. And every Friday, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, you can join us on our special Zoom link. As I was saying, hit the in our profile, the beacons link. It'll bring up a list, put your email in, and then hit script challenge and save that Zoom link. Thank you, Oath Fakers. Thank you, Eddie Campbell, and CBD headquarters in the house. What's up, Mike? That is our big-time collaborator and partner where I can't even talk about it, Mike. I can't talk about what they can get from CBD headquarters because of the social media rule, but really because of Paul. And he wants us to follow the social media rules so more people see us and get educated. But go check out CBD headquarters, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And today, we are talking about the script, the 25 words. When you get pulled over by those guys with the badges, I got to be careful with my words around here, but it's getting easier. You only want to use 25 words. Why did you pull me over? I'm not discussing my day. Am I being detained or am I free to go? I invoke the fifth, and then you shh. And I can't say our famous tagline here, but you'll hear it on Friday if you go click on that Beacons link, put your email address in, go hit the script challenge, save the Zoom link. We do it every single week. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share the 25 words. Share the knowledge that when you get pulled over here in California, and you're going to have to Google your state for the specific DUI laws, rules, and regulations, but in California, when you get pulled over and they want you to do that and touch your nose and stand on one foot, stand on no feet, it's voluntary. The field sobriety tests are voluntary. You don't have to do them in California. A lot of states are just like that, but there are some that are different, so you got to Google your state. Just Google, do I have to do the field sobriety test? And Google, do I have to do the on-site breathalyzer where you blow on the side of the road? In California, it's voluntary. You don't have to do it. One of the main reasons why you don't want to do that breath test, especially if you have had a couple of drinks, is if you went and had a couple of drinks and you're okay, you're not impaired to drive, and please never, ever drive impaired on anything. But you had a glass of wine, you had a couple shots, whatever, you have what's called mouth alcohol. And, and alcohol gets trapped in the gaps of your teeth, and a breath can give a false reading just like that very easily. So they're voluntary in California. A lot of other states the same way. In California, after you're arrested, after arrest, because you sign your driver's license, you sign and agree to the implied consent law, you have to do a blood, breath, or urine. You have to do a chemical test. And if they say that they think it's drugs, you got to do a blood or urine. We always say do the blood, because then it's easier for our lab to analyze and scrutinize. And then they have to keep packaged right, chain of custody, all that other stuff. But the point is, if you refuse that test after arrest, then the DMV takes your license for 1 year. They revoke it. Now, this is California, if you're just joining us. You got to Google your state. Put in there, do I have to do the field sobriety test in Alabama or wherever you're from? Do I have to do the on-site breathalyzer in wherever you're from? I can only talk about California because this is where we're practiced, this is where we're from. But a lot of states are the same, and there's a few that are different. So you just want to make sure you know, especially when you're traveling and driving around in another state, you don't want to get caught up. And again, don't drive impaired. But just because you had a couple of drinks, a couple of tokes, or whatever tickles your fancy, doesn't mean you're impaired to drive. You're responsible adult. You know your limits. Google innocent people arrested for DUI. Happens all the time because people don't know their rights. They don't know they don't have to do the field sobriety test. They don't know they don't have to do the breathalyzer. They don't know these things. That's why I want you to share it with everybody you know. In your family, your friends, everybody. We get too many calls from people who are like, oh, I got busted, I got a DUI, and then I saw your videos after, and I told them I just had 2 drinks, because, I really did, which oftentimes that's a lie anyway, and you don't want to lie to those guys with the badges. You don't want to say anything. You want to stick to our 25-word script. Why did you pull me over? I'm not discussing my day. Am I being detained or am I free to go? If detained, you must say, I invoke the 5th, and then you shut the up. Got to self-censor myself here on our social media platforms when we go live. But on Fridays, for the script challenge, shut the up Fridays, the script challenge goes live on our special Zoom link, 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Go to that Beacons link in our profile, type in your email address, and when you see script challenge, pop that button, save the Zoom link. It's the same every week. And we give out nice prizes. We have our script stickers. You might get a nice shirt, a hat. You never know what we're going to be giving away as prizes to our contestants. We always give everybody who gives it a shot our business card. Our business card has the 25 words right on the back. And we tell people, keep this in your wallet behind your ID. Read it. I hope you never need it. But it's got those 25 words that are the subject of the script challenge. You get it. You say those words in order. On the script challenge game show, I'm the cop. Said it. Well, I'm the guy with the badge. I pull you over and we mock a pullover. And I want to hear those 25 words in order the way we teach and preach. So I know I'm getting out there to people so they know how to peacefully engage with law enforcement. This is about peaceful engagement. Peaceful engagement. What's up, Stone Cold Steve Austin? What's up? Oath Fakers, thanks again. And of course, Cozy, thank you, brother, for putting all that stuff up there. But when you get pulled over, the 25 words, it's based in law. It's based in legal theory. It's based on case law. Why did you pull me over? We want to get the clock ticking. We want to establish that pullover. They have 8 to 9 minutes to write you a traffic ticket or send you on your way, unless they find other independent probable cause to further detain you. How do they get that? Because you talk. Because you say things. You say things that are incriminating and you don't even know it. And when you get pulled over and the guy with the badge asks you to step out of the vehicle, you have to. People versus MIMS. MIMS, you have to. You have to get out of the car. Pennsylvania versus MIMS says so. And as we say, and as we've heard others say, and captains and such, comply now, complain later. You're very rarely going to win the argument on the side of the road with that guy with the badge or that gal with the badge. The time to argue is after in court. And using the 25 words, never consenting to searches, always filming them, that's going to protect and preserve your 4th, 5th, and 6th to use afterwards in court to defend yourself in a criminal case, or if you're going to bring a civil action and you want to sue those guys for violating your rights. Much easier when all that's going to be on audio and video is everything they did. And all you did was comply, get out of the car, hand over license, insurance, registration, and said 25 words politely. And then the cops get out of hand. Lawsuit. Easy. The script challenge goes live every Friday. Our special Zoom link. Catch it. You can just hit the beacons link right here. Put in your email address and click the script challenge. Save the Zoom link that pops up. And come join us. Noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And I guess that would be 2 p.m. Mountain Time or Central. I'm not sure about all that. But you could certainly figure it out. Noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And the rest is in the middle. Join us for the Script Challenge game show. We've been doing it for years now. We've done it live on stage as part of our seminar, The Etiquette of Engaging Law Enforcement. And if you know anybody out there who wants to bring our seminar to your city or your state, hit us up. The Etiquette of Engaging Law Enforcement. How to keep quiet and use the 4th, 5th, and 6th and all that good stuff. We have a great seminar that we've done across the country over the years. And it's very educational and entertaining, I must say. Me and my brother have a lot of fun teaching people how to deal with getting pulled over or stopped or any type of engagement. So, to reiterate, when you get pulled over, and I'm sorry if anyone's asking questions here in the comments, not really paying attention right now, but we have a great Q&A during the script challenge. We take a couple of contestants, do the script challenge, they win or lose, and then we take questions, and it's just an earful of knowledge with regards to your 4th, 5th, and 6th and dealing with these situations. So again, if you're just joining us, please click the beacons link, put in your email address that asks for it, and then hit the script challenge and save that Zoom link and come join us this Friday and every Friday, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and we go over the 25 words. It's part of the game. You got to get it in order the way we teach and preach. If you don't, it becomes an educational moment where we get to talk about why and how, and we take all sorts of other questions. As you know, my brother and I are here in California. We're attorneys that handle criminal defense and all types of businesses, including that special flower. We help you set up the regulatory process, get licensed, get permitted, all that stuff. And because of our large social media presence across all platforms, we have about 2 million followers. We have a worldwide attorney referral network system that we can tap into if you need some legal help, not only for criminal defense, but family law, wills and trusts and contracts and whatever the case may be. You get in a car accident, we might just have the attorney for you. I vet them out myself. We've been doing it for years, so we have a nice attorney referral network to tap into if you need somebody in other states as well. So I hope everybody was having a great weekend. I hope you didn't get pulled over. My guess is somebody did, and you want to know the 25 words. And I do the daily script review. If you check out my Snapchat, I don't know who's still on Snapchat. A lot of people still are, actually. potbrothersatlaw, no S, just potbrothersatlaw, and that's me, Mark, one of the brothers. potbrothersatlaw on Snapchat. I do the daily script review. Why did you pull me over? I'm not discussing my day. Am I being detained or am I free to go? I booked the 5th and I shut the up. And I do that a couple times a day. I do it when I'm at a red light. I do it when I'm taking out the trash. I just do it. And I want those 25 words to become muscle memory for you, because those guys with the badges, they can be very intimidating. They come up, they got the vest, they got the gun. Some of them have their hand on the gun. And we have people who tell us, hey, I forgot the 25 words. I know the 25 words. And that's why we created the script stickers to put right on your visor, right on your windshield, so you don't forget. So it's right there when you do get pulled over. But if you do it enough, if you do it every day, if you do that daily script review like I suggest, why did you pull me over? I'm not discussing my day. Am I being detained or am I free to go? I invoke the fifth. Then you shut up, keep your mouth shut, quiet. When they ask questions, it'll become like muscle memory. Like when we did times tables when we were kids. Muscle memory kicks in and you'll remember. And you got to also remember, never consent to a search, ever. You might think you're riding clean, nothing's in your car, but a friend of yours dropped something that's in the cracks you didn't even know. I've been doing this 27 years, and there was a bullet found in a car, and an 8-ball found in a car, mushrooms in the cracks after they ripped the seats out. There are things that might be in there that you don't know about. Plus, it's none of their business. We have the fourth. We are protected from unreasonable search and seizure by governmental agencies. They're not allowed to just come on in. And if you consent and something goes down and they find something, your attorney can't fight later that it was an illegal search because you consented. You waived your fourth. Goodbye. Don't do that. It's none of their business. And why do you want to let somebody go through your personal property? Whether it's at your home or in your vehicle, these are strangers pulling you over. They don't get to know where you're going, where you're coming from, what you had to drink, what you had to smoke, why your eyes are red, what the smell is in your car, all that stuff. Again, don't drive around impaired. Know your limits, be safe, be responsible. But after that, they don't need to know any of your business. That's why we have a fourth, fifth, and sixth. That's why we don't consent to searches. That's why we don't answer questions. We are allowed all of those freedoms here in the United States. Like it, love it, hate it, whatever, we're allowed those freedoms. Get pulled over, we don't have to talk to them. Give me my ticket, get me on my way. Why was I pulled over? You're pulled over because you committed some traffic infraction. Not because they know what's in your trunk. Not because they know what you had to eat or drink 2 hours ago. Or an hour ago, or right after you left that bar and they were right there waiting, which they're not supposed to do, but they do, and they're following you, hoping to catch somebody. And I'll tell you this, you start in with, why did you pull me over? I'm not discussing my day. They're going to know that you know what's up with the fourth, fifth, and sixth. And then you're going to know what kind of guy with the badge or gal with the badge you have. Some of them are going to just realize, oh, this person knows. I'm looking, they're not, drunk or wasted or impaired. They seem fine. There's nothing in the car in plain view that I could see. So, you know what? Get on your way. Fix that light that was out. Don't speed. You might get a warning, or you might get a simple traffic ticket, which you could fight later. Or you get the ones that say, oh, you're going to give me a hard time. They don't like when you know your fourth, fifth, and sixth. They just don't like it. Even though it's yours to have and hold, they don't like it. And they're going to get mad, and they're going to try to scare you and intimidate you into getting a ticket or incriminating yourself. For Bryden, you asked a question. I see this one coming up. What about with drug dogs, though, even if they may lie and say the dog can't? Okay, so good point about the dogs. So here in California and other states as well, as we're seeing legalization happen across the country, smell alone is not probable cause to search. Therefore, like in California, a lot of the dogs are being retired because they're out there sniffing for the smell of the beautiful plant, and that's not probable cause. Google your state. Is smell probable cause to search in my state? In California, it is not. And a lot of those dogs have been retired. Thank you for that question, Christopher. I appreciate that. Another thing, though, about the DUIs, and you don't have to do the field sobriety test here in California or the breathalyzer here in some other states, Google yours. If you're under 21, you have to do those things because you're not supposed to be drinking anyway. So just a little aside, want to make sure to get that out there. And if you're just joining us, it's my Sunday review. I do it on Friday because the cops are out in force over the weekends, and we want people to know their 4th, 5th, and 6th and know how to handle being pulled over, never drive impaired. But if you get pulled over, you don't want to do the field sobriety test. You don't want to do the on-site breathalyzer. Here in California, Google your state, they're voluntary. If you're arrested and alleged to be DUI, then you must do the chemical test. We suggest the blood for a variety of reasons. If you refuse that, the DMV takes your license for 1 year. That's California. Google your state, please. Let's review it. Why did you pull me over? I'm not discussing my day. Am I being detained or am I free to go? I invoke the 5th. Then you shut up. See, shut up. You can't say it here. And I hate that. But I could say it on Friday for Shut the Up Friday. The script challenge game show goes down. If you want to join, click the beacons link here in our profile. Put in your email address and you'll get all our other notifications. Push the script challenge. You'll see a Zoom link. Save it. We use the same one every week. Friday, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. We go live on that Zoom and we do the script challenge. We have a nice sesh. We chat, we rap, we do Q&A, and we give away great prizes for those who know the 25 words, and those who don't, they learn it. They learn it. If you want to look for our shirts, I see that Liquid Hot Magma, pbalmerch.com, P-B-A-L merch.com. Maybe Cozy, if you're still there, pop that in the comments if you don't mind. pbalmerch.com. And you can get the script stickers. You can get our lockbox, because if you're driving around, you want to keep it in a locked box. Lake Ontario, thank you very much for joining us. And we get, the last script challenge we did, we had people from, I think it was Montana and Utah and Michigan and Pennsylvania, and they come from all over the country to join us. Pappy, I remember Pappy. Pappy won the script challenge. It was good to have you there Friday. Pappy, thank you for tuning in. And what's up from Reno? Dewey Hart, nice to see you. In fact, let me take a look here. Zhao Yuan Feng asks, what is this? Me and my brother are known as the potbrothersatlaw. We're California attorneys who handle all aspects of criminal defense and licensing, business licensing for the beautiful flower out here, and regulatory frameworks. We handle all of that. We also teach people 25 simple words to use when engaging the authorities, when getting pulled over. You use something called the script. 25 words. Why did you pull me over? I'm not discussing my day. Am I being detained or am I free to go? If detained, you must say, I invoke the 5th, and then you keep your mouth shut. We have a more crass way of saying it. Can't do it here on YouTube. But, Mr. Fang, if you join us for the script challenge on Friday, every Friday, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, you have a chance to win STFU shirts, hats, the script stickers, and you get educated. You get educated with regards to your 4th, 5th, and 6th, and we answer all sorts of other questions. And if you have a legal question that maybe we don't know, we might know the attorney to refer you to, because we have a worldwide attorney referral network system that we could tap into because of our large social media presence, and we can refer you to somebody. So click that link, that Beacons link, put in your email address, and hit the script challenge, save the Zoom link, and come back Friday, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, for the script challenge game show. You could win prizes, but more importantly, you get educated on your 4th, 5th, and 6th, and how to deal with getting pulled over, how to preserve all of the 4th, 5th, and 6th if you have to go to court for a civil case to sue for violation of the 4th, 5th, and 6th, or to defend yourself from criminal charges that might be a bunch of BS. You might be wrongfully accused of a DUI. Google it. Innocent people arrested for DUI because they didn't know. They didn't know to keep their mouth shut. They didn't know to talk about it. They didn't know they didn't have to do the field sobriety test or the on-site breathalyzer because it's voluntary. You want to know these things in whatever state you're in. I encourage everyone to Google it. Do I have to do the field sobriety test in my state? Do I have to do the on-site breathalyzer in my state? Is the smell of that beautiful flower probable cause to search in my state? Google it. Make sure you know. And if you're driving around with that beautiful plant because you just went to a legal licensed store, keep it in the trunk. If you don't have a trunk, keep it in a locked box furthest away from the driver. In fact, you should always keep it in the locked box because even in the states where it's legal, they still pull you over. They still mess with you. They wait outside just like they do at bars and stuff like that. And they're not supposed to do that, but they do. And so how do we combat that? With the script. 25 words. And the repetition is key. And I encourage you to do the daily script review. Why did you pull me over? I'm not discussing my day. Am I being detained or am I free to go? I invoke the fifth. Then you STFU. Liquid Hot Magma. These were limited edition shirts. We haven't really made them again. But we have other STFU shirts on the P-Ball merch site. Maybe we'll make these again. I don't know. What do you think, Cozy? Should we make our... Because it's got the whole script. Why'd you pull me over? Am I being detained? Am I free to go? And then, of course, right there, I invoke the fifth. And then you keep your mouth shut. So maybe we'll get these back on in the merch store. But we have other STFU gear, STFU stickers, and those types of products if you want to check them out at pballmerch.com, pbalmerch.com. Thank you, Mike Jones. Yes, learn and know. Stay safe. And before I go, yeah, you know what? Here, this is something that I created a while ago to try to help the younger folks remember the 25 words and why it's important. And this is called, Am I Being Detained or Am I Free to Go? A slam poem by the potbrothersatlaw. Am I being detained or am I free to go? This is what to say. My lawyer tells me so. The cops are out there doing a job. Sometimes they must contain a mob, a thankless job that saves many lives. At their home are worried children, husbands, and wives. But does that give them the right to stomp on my rights? So we are here for you, the cannabis community, to fight, to let you know it's okay to just shut the up when cops ask questions. You start with, I'm not discussing my day, end with, I invoke the fifth. These ain't suggestions. These are words to live by, to memorize. See, it's not about the size of that cop's gun, because they want you to run. So they could pull that macho gun and shoot you for fleeing the scene. Some cops are just plain mean. We must shut it off, shut it down, those feelings of anger that instantly come around when that cop has to show his power and his might without cause, without reason, and we know they're not right. We must remain calm, keep the devil sleeping on the left shoulder. We must be cold, even colder. Ice must flow through your veins to shut that heat, the blood that rushed your brain straight from your feet when that cop disrespected you, cause you wouldn't tell him what that smell was? And he accuses you of a pot DUI because he absolutely knows that's your buzz. But see, they can't tell and they don't know, only if you tell them so. Oh, officer, I spoke to Joint a few hours ago. Officer, here's my medical record. Officer, I'm a marijuana patient. We live in America. Prohibition still exists. That cop's going to do whatever he's going to do. 50-50, he arrests you. Give us a chance to represent you with a defense that's blazing. Let us show you in court we're amazing. But we could only do that if you listen to our tips. Now let me see you move your lips. You know the drill. When the cops ask questions, we say, I'm not discussing my day. Am I being detained or am I free to go? I invoke the fifth. And then you shut the up. It's all about what you say and what you do. We have given you the script. We are telling you what to say. We are telling you what to do. We've put your hands up in protection mode. But should you take a shot to the jaw, we will be here fighting for the cannabis community and all citizens because we are the Pot Brothers at Law. And there you are, DSS, my brother. Good to see you. It's been a minute. But we're back here on YouTube. Please click the link in the bio, put in your email address, hit the script challenge, save that Zoom link, And join us Friday, every Friday at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern for the Script Challenge Live. You can win prizes, but most importantly, you will get educated on your 4th, 5th, and 6th. And those 25 words that you use when you get pulled over. And you will learn the etiquette of engaging law enforcement, which will preserve the 4th, 5th, and 6th for you afterwards in court if you need it. Eddie Campbell, 80s Quick Flip, everybody else who joined, thank you very much. We'll see you soon. I'm out.